Welcome to Book Time with Ryan. I'm Ryan, and today I will be doing the BookTube Anniversary or Birthday Tag for my third year on BookTube. This BookTube tag was originally created by Average Joe Reads 7271. And I have, obviously, two other tags like this from year 1 and year 2. Year 3, already here. I can't believe it. I will include the questions or prompts down in the description area, and you will find that I do not prepare much for this. For instance, I put this on. What is this called? I forgot, but it's no alias, and it kind of looks festive. It was sitting on my desk. Actually, it was sitting on my couch, or whatever that thing's called. So I put it on 2 seconds ago. That's planning for you. Why was it here? I don't know. It should have been taken back upstairs, but to Noe's room, but it wasn't. So by the way, I'm looking down at my computer for the prompts, for the questions. So it's not that I don't want to make eye contact with myself, which is what I'm doing when I do this, or I'm looking at the lens. I just usually look at myself. Not because I want to, just because it's like talking to a person kind of on my phone. All right, number 1. What anniversary are you celebrating? I'm celebrating my 3-year anniversary on BookTube. Why did I do it like this? Because I have some kind of missing tendon or ligament or something, and I can't straighten my fingers if I put my thumb and pinky together. That's as much as I can straighten them. So I have to do it like this. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. 3 years, crazy. That's a lot, or not. It's a number. Do look at my thumbnail, because all I've done until this year, so twice, has been changing the number in the balloon. But now I added a new friend to sit in the chair next to me in my thumbnail. All right, number 2. What genre or genres does your channel generally focus on? None. There's no focus on this channel. I think the least focused on, then that implies that there is a focus, but the least focused on is probably romances. I think I've read one, Ahab's Wife, and that was just recommended, so I haven't read any other ones. I'll just go over kind of what I like, but there's no real focus on it. I do switch from fiction to nonfiction, but I like thrillers. I like thinking books. Like, I like books that make you question everything. Thrillers, mysteries, sci-fi, fantasy, historical fiction. I really like nonfiction. I read a lot of business, economics, and finance books. I don't always review them or cover them on this channel for a variety of reasons, but I read them. So there's really, I think maybe one of the reasons that my channel doesn't blow up is that there's no real focus. So it'd be hard for somebody who really likes a specific genre to watch this channel and not be annoyed by the genres they don't care about. That's my theory. Number 3. What are you most proud of on your channel in the last year? I think I say this every year. I'm not really proud of much of anything I do on this channel. But I think the video that I was most happy with, the way it turned out and the way it was handled, was the Bobbitt case, You Decide. Because I think I approached that before I read the book, which was basically transcripts from the trial. I think I approached it as a 10-year-old from the 90s would approach it. At least my thinking. And once I started reading it, I was more disturbed by what I had read and what had actually taken place. I went around. I mean, it took me a couple days. I woke up at 3 a.m. to film part of it, and I think I think it came out pretty good for this channel's standards. So that's the one I'm most proud of, if I have to be proud of something. Number 4, do you receive ARCs to review? No, I don't. I have a couple ARCs that I've paid for. I've requested ARCs, but no one sends them. And I don't know how to request them. I kind of feel bad about requesting ARCs. And when I've done it, I've probably done a piss poor job of requesting it because I just don't want to push it too hard. It's just like asking for a veteran's discount. Why don't I just pay? I don't know. I just don't like it. So, but I would love ARCs. The only reason I'd love ARCs is because I want to read it before other people and review it before other people. So ARCs let you do that, but Number 5, what types of videos do you most like to do on your channel? I like doing, this is actually the same because I watched my last video or last year's tag just to see what I did. And I like doing things with Noelia. I haven't done as many this year because we just haven't read the books as much. Or maybe, unless we did the Star Wars videos this year. I don't remember now in the last year what we did. We did Star Wars. We covered Star Wars. That was fun. I think we had already done that at this point last year. So it's probably been a while since we've done something together besides our introduction of our new special co-host, Samantha, the dog, who is not in here, which is why I'm able to do this so smoothly without getting my feet munched on by a little sweet tear when she's in kill mode. She's very cuddly and chill otherwise. I do think my favorite videos to do are, and that's really more of doing reviews, doing videos with my daughter on BookTube. My favorite videos to do are reviews. They're generally the least popular, but I really like at some point going back and watching them and figuring out what I thought about books, even if I'm not very articulate. Some things I bring up in my reviews that I forget later. So that's really a completely selfish reason to like a video, but that's why I like those videos. Somebody's got to like my reviews. Number 6, what types of videos do you like to watch on other people's channels? I pretty much like watching every kind of video except for videos where people pick what they're going to read. And I think the reason for that is I'm a mood reader, so it's what strikes me at the moment. And I feel like sometimes when people they have a game where they pick out what they want to read, it almost backs them in a corner. Which if you're a mood reader, probably feels like you're kind of trapped. I still think people that do those videos do a great job with them. It's just not exactly what I want to watch, probably because it's not what I do. I love videos that people really think in. I love videos where people say things that aren't necessarily politically correct, but I agree with, that maybe parts of the BookTube community would get worked up by, but it's fun to watch. I like bookshelf tours. I think there have been a lot less bookshelf tours. I actually had a bookshelf tour lined up. I had 8 thumbnails lined up ready to go before 2024. I didn't do it because I hate doing bookshelf tours. I'm going to do one eventually, but I've got to overcome my dread of doing one, but I love watching them. That's what brought me to BookTube. Number 7, was there anything you tried on your channel last year that didn't work? Yeah, pretty much everything I try on my channel does not work compared to other people's standards. I don't know. I don't know why. There are things that do, although that's not this question, is it? Was there anything that didn't work? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what worked. Nothing really worked. Nothing worked. I will say something I noticed later if there's a question about what worked. If there's not, I'll slide it into another question. Yeah, I'll slide it into question number 9. All right, so did anything not work? Yeah, probably. Things did not work. I don't know what they were, but they didn't work. Oh, you know, one thing that definitely did not work, I used Bro in one of my videos. I did my top 10 video. I used Bro a lot. Kind of, my daughter told me that if I did that, I would get millions of subscribers. And I didn't even get thousands of subscribers. I got maybe 5 more. And not because of that video, just over the course of time. Number 8. Is there anything you've done on your channel last year that you won't be doing next year? Next year, I will not be doing my top 10 of 2023 because I've already done that, and it'll be 2024. I can't think of anything that is obviously unsuccessful enough that I wouldn't do it, or was such a waste of time that I wouldn't do it. Uniquely a waste of time, because it's really hard to narrow things down on this channel by what is or what is not a waste of time, because the numbers are so close. So nothing specific that I won't be continuing next year on purpose. Number 9, this is where I'm going to insert the what did work. Is there anything you plan to do more of next year? No, I don't know. I have no planning, but let me tell you what did seem to work. The more I do reviews of new books or new movies about books that aren't necessarily new, the better my channel does, or at least those videos do. I did, I think, is it David Grann's, 2 of his books. And the first book I read because of the movie that was coming out, and that was Killers of the Flower Moon. And then I read David Grann's other book that I read because of seeing it on stands, The Wager. And both of those did well. The Wager's over 1,300, and Killers of the Flower Moon just got over 1,000 views. So on this channel, that's really good for me. Also, when I read Daniel Krause's Whalefall, which I bought the ARC for and did a review for beforehand, I got 664 views for that, which is good for this channel. So I find that if I do something that's popular, it gets more views. That's probably not a huge surprise. Probably I shouldn't even announce that like that's some amazing insight, because it's not. But I don't plan the next year. I just do. Not a planner. I'm a doer. Number 10. Is there anything new you plan to add to your channel next year? Well, I just said, I'm not a planner. I'm a doer. So why didn't I know that question was coming? I don't have any plans for what to do next year. Maybe I'll do a bookshelf tour. But that's something I've planned to do, kind of planned on this channel for a while, every year, and I haven't since that first year. So we'll see. Number 11. What are some of the challenges you faced on your channel? I'll tell you, one of the big challenges I'm facing now is having a puppy who bites and barks while I film. She peed during my last video. I edited that out. You couldn't see it, but you could hear me going, what the fuck? So that's a challenge. Life is a challenge. Having time to do other things. There's nothing unique to my channel that's a challenge. There's a lot of easy stuff with my channel. I don't really get worked up in, I don't even know if there's really politics in YouTube anymore, and BookTube, because I think people have slowed down on, it's either people have slowed down on the engagement for a lot of channels that really kind of wanted to be aggressively closed to the world, or maybe the algorithm's not taking me there anymore. I just don't know. So I don't think there's anything unique because of the channel. It's just I have a kid. She's about to turn 6. I have a wife, and now we have a puppy. I have a job, a life, a house, cars, whatever. Just human stuff. Number 12, what equipment do you use to film your videos? I use an iPhone 15, 14, whatever. I think it's a 15 Plus Pro, whatever. It's an iPhone. It's the latest iPhone, I think. Maybe. I have a ring light that I rarely use. I'm using it today. If I use it and I have my glasses on, you get a ring in my glasses if I look a certain way. So if I have my ring light on, I usually don't wear my glasses. I use PixArt on my phone to do my thumbnails, and then I use iMovie to edit, and that's basically it. That's everything. People talk about what an investment BookTube is, but I just haven't, and this is basically what I've been using since the very beginning. Number 13, what is your one best piece of advice you can give another booktuber? One, don't listen to me. I think I say that every time. Don't listen to me. Have fun. Just do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Film what you want to film. Cover what you want to cover. Read what you want to read. And the people who are attracted to that, who you are going to most enjoy interacting with, will eventually find their way to your channel. And find very selfish reasons to do videos so you can enjoy them even if they don't get a ton of play. And people aren't running from all parts of the internet to see your video. Find a selfish reason to enjoy it and enjoy it. And number 14, what is the best part of having a BookTube channel? Well, you know what just happened? I was filming and my wife and daughter had to come down, and guess who makes an appearance? It's Sammy, the sweetest. Oh, that's sweet. Ow. She is such a good girl. She had a very good night, didn't you? Is that you? There you are. Oh, it's big yawn. I've heard she's getting bigger. She's growing. She's growing up. She's biting ears. Oh, and then little puppy kisses. She had a very good night. All right, I'll put you down. Please don't pee. Number 14 is, what is the best part of having a BookTube channel? I don't know. You get to interact with people who like the same kinds of books, which is cool, especially in a more isolated world. I mean, I started this during COVID, and there was definitely more interaction on BookTube, and I think that's because we were losing the real world interaction that we were having. I think that slowed a little bit, but it is nice to still be able to reach out to people and talk to people about books and hear what they think and what they like and don't like, both on my channel and on other people's channels. And I think that's what I still love about it. It's it has slowed a little bit, but also, like, the people that I interact with on this channel, I would generally not have contact with. And I've read for a while. She's smelling, so it looks like she's gonna pee, but I hope not, because she's already peed and pooped today. Outside. She did it outside. I have read now. I mean, I was reading before COVID, before I started on BookTube, and I don't really have a lot of people to talk to about that stuff. It's really hard to find people that are interested in the same books in real life. But, you know, here we have an algorithm that brings people here and kind of forces it on them. And it's like match for book fans. So that's probably the best thing about having a BookTube channel. It gives you a place to interact with other people. I mean, I think you could still do that if you didn't have a channel. You would just be interacting with other people's channels. But there is also some kind of, you get a benefit for being able to not control the conversation, but I think, like, I started watching BookTube because of the bookshelf tours. And then there was a moment where I was like, I want to talk about my books. And I said it like a little whiny baby. I want to talk about my books. But the only way to do that was really either force it in somebody else's comment section, which doesn't really work, or start your own channel. That's what I did. So that's been the best thing. it's been fun to make memories with Noelia, and it's really kind of cool just to have a place to go back and look to see what I thought about books. But on the other side of it is, it kind of drives itself in the end. Like, you're like, well, should I read a book and not review it? Did I just waste an opportunity to do a quick video? I don't know. So that's it. 3 years. 3 years. How exciting. So thank you to Average Joe Reads for creating this. And thank you for the people that have been here for 3 years, for the last year, for days, whatever, however long you've been here. Thanks for being here. And I hope you are around for the next anniversary. Have a good one. Bye.